Good evening. I'm Stacey Amos for News Channel 8, and these are the top stories that we have for you tonight. Juan Louis Hospital is saying welcome back to some nurses, and we have a Virgin Islands senator's reaction. Fashionistas get ready to watch Kisura's fashion show. And one of America's most wanted is thought to be hiding out in the Dominican Republic. Those stories and more are up next for you on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, well, it's official. Juan Louis Hospital is allowing some of the nurses recently let go a chance to be rehired. Here are the details. The Governor Juan F. Louis Hospital and Medical Center and the United Industrial Workers Seafarers International Union entered into a settlement yesterday which addresses the laid-off certified nurses' assistants. Key parts of the settlement include JFL agrees to reemploy 20 persons formerly employed as CNAs, provided that she or he obtains certification to become a certified medical assistant or other specific certified technician positions from an accredited educational institution no later than May 31st, 2014. JFL will make all efforts to reemploy former CNAs in vacant bargaining unit positions, provided that they are qualified and willing to perform the available work. Affected former CNAs hired for specific certified technician positions will receive a $1,000 signing bonus within 30 days of his or her start of employment. The employee may opt to receive $500 of the $1,000 in advance to assist with educational expenses and will be required to return the advance payment if she or he does not complete the course of study by May 31st, 2014. The reemployment of all CNAs who were laid off by JFL is not possible as Juan Louis is not in a financial position to do so. Now, back on August 2nd, prior to this recent decision, the Virgin Islands Department of Health went in front of the legislature to discuss the 2013 fiscal year budget. And here are some highlights with Senator Alicia Chucky Hansen.
I'm asking you, ma'am. I'm asking you, stand up. Stand up for your people. Stand up for your people. You have a board member over there who allowed Mr. Nelson to go out there rampantly and get rid of all of our people on the street. Majority of them are mothers, single parents. And then why they ain't talking? Because Nelson's know how to get rid of people who speaks up and compensate those that don't question him. So the board member now, he gets this huge position. He steps out this moment, and the next moment he is the CFO. What kind of crap is that? And nobody is speaking up.
Now, as you might recall, Senator Hansen had been out protesting alongside the nurses earlier this year, and we were able to get her reaction to this recent decision to hire some of the nurses back earlier today.
Yes, I am extremely happy that some movement is taking place from his stubborn decision that he will not hire any CNAs or LPN nurses. After one man who has never been elected by the people of the Virgin Islands, firing all of our LPNs and CNAs. Today I got notice that he will be bringing back some of them just 2 days before my hearing on Monday. All right, beyond that, it also weakens the case that there is in court against Nelson for firing and also treating the doctors the way he is right now. I am not going to stop the pressure. I'm going to continue, come hell or high water.
Now, fashionistas, get ready. There's a groundbreaking fashion shopping show debuting this Saturday right here on Channel 8 called Kisura's Fashion Internet Boutique. I caught up with executive producer and creator Stacey Rivers and her daughter Tia all about the details.
We have fashion, business, and nonprofit organization. We start with the fashion from Kisura's Fashion Internet Boutique. We're going to give a sneak preview of what we have in store for the customers and the viewing audience. And also, they'll be able to call in and order any item that they see on display at that night. And also, we'll have nonprofit organization. We'll highlight nonprofit organization in the community, as well as businesses. We'll highlight businesses as well in the community.
So it's not just fashion. We're talking about nonprofit organizations and small businesses. Why did you decide to do that?
Well, I decided that, it just not to have just fashion alone. And nobody wants to sit down and watch just fashion. They get tired of it. So a way of just mixing it up, I decided to share the stage with some of the businesses in the community, and they could showcase their product just like I am doing. And even if it's a fashion business, they could come and have a little mini fashion show. And I came up with that idea because it costs so much for me to have a show when I want to showcase my product. And this is a way I could reach a wider audience. So if I could do it and share that savings, that's what I did with the businesses and the nonprofit organization. I like Queen Louise Home. That's my favorite, but there are a lot of other organizations in this community that need help because they do a good service for the community. And this is my way of giving back by showcasing what they do.
Wonderful. Now we're going to switch to Tia because Kisura's fashion has a unique meaning. Why don't you tell us what Kisura specifically means and why you are personally invested in that?
Well, Kisura's is my daughter, Kisura Smith, and it means pretty girl, and that's the name I chose when she was born. So this is why my mom named the boutique after her. I just want to remind everybody to tune in on Channel 8. August 11th, 6:30 to 7. You'll be seeing some nice, casual, elegant clothing, and you'll see, as like they said before, some nonprofit organization that you probably even know that's in the community, and it's serving the community. So I want you to come out. If you see anything that you like on our show, you can call on the number 690-4046. That's mine, or my mom's 643-1583.
September 29th, we'll be going live. September 29th is when the website will go live. So the episode that we're showing, it's 7 episodes we'll be showing, and that's like an introduction to the website. And then the 29th of September we'll go live, so they could order straight from calling in or straight from the website.
Be sure to check out that first show right here on Channel 8 this Saturday and every Saturday thereafter from 6:30 to 7 p.m. Coming up, one of America's most wanted might be in the Dominican Republic, and a Puerto Rican scientist's cooking is most wanted when NASA goes to Mars. That's up next in your Caribbean Report.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Now here's your news from around the Caribbean region. From the Dominican Republic, Peter Pedro Castillo, 23, who is wanted by the authorities in Boston, made the U.S. list of most wanted fugitives and figures on the TV program America's Most Wanted. Boston police and prosecutors believe Castillo fled to and is hiding in the Dominican Republic after allegedly killing Stephen Perez Jr. in front of a Massachusetts nightclub amid a brawl between a group of people. From the Caribbean, the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights has called on several Caribbean countries, including Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and Barbados, to impose a delay in the application of the death penalty. From the Caribbean, tourism destinations have been advised that it is better to avoid or minimize the loss of life, livelihood, property, economic decline, and negative fallout by developing their institutional capacity and management systems for disaster risk management and climate change adaptation. From the Caribbean, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines are slated to become the venues of a pilot agricultural incentive project for Canada Action Against Hunger worth $25 million US. From Montserrat, the island has a rate of hypertension and diabetes that is alarming, say visiting specialists from the Mount Sinai Hospital, and the need to be proactive in dealing with these alarming figures is crucial. Residents are being encouraged to know their numbers. That's BMI, blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol counts. From Puerto Rico, a Puerto Rican scientist will be in charge of creating the menu for the first crewed mission to Mars. Yahara Sierra Sastra, a 35-year-old native of Arojo, was selected from among a group of 700 scientists to be part of the 6-member crew of the High Seas, or Hawaii Space Exploration Analog and Simulation Mission, which NASA will undertake in 2013. From Puerto Rico, in a move that is angering many on the island, legislatures are giving themselves a pay raise, even as the island prepares for a referendum that aims to reduce legislative costs. They're base pay will jump from $74,000 to $81,000 in January, and their daily food stipend will also increase. From St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the various tourism and investment products of the country were on display at the launch of Expo Nations 2012 in Northern Ireland. From Trinidad, trade union leaders said they would mark the first anniversary of the state of emergency imposed last August with measures to ensure the downfall of the Kamla Prasad-Bisisar administration. Also from Trinidad, Caricree will assist small business risk in Trinidad and Tobago as officials are harnessing their expertise to develop a flexible, medium-small enterprise credit risk rating methodology. And in your cricket update, West Indies off-spinner Shane Shillingford is one of 13 players named to represent Dominica in the upcoming Windward Islands Win Lotto T20 cricket competition scheduled for St. Lucia later this month. Please be sure to check our Facebook page for all full details and stories in the Caribbean Report. Now, Senator Terrence Positive Nelson is asking the public to come out and attend a committee of the whole meeting to hear proposed legislation on medicinal marijuana and industrial hemp.
Good day. I'm Senator Terrence Positive Nelson. I'm here to invite the public to a committee of the whole hearings. There will be two committee of the whole hearings. One on St. Thomas on the 13th of August at 6 p.m. and the next on St. Croix on the 14th at 6 p.m. The committee hearings will be discussing the issue. There will be two referendums. One is a resolution to see if the people of the Virgin Islands are interested in having legislation which will allow for the regulation of the medicinal marijuana here in the territory. And the second is to ask the people of the Virgin Islands if they are interested in the manufacturing, production, cultivating of industrial hemp here in the territory. These are two significant pieces of legislation. The medicinal marijuana industry is a big industry. We have to understand as we turn to alternative medicines, and we are in the day of alternative medicines, many are going back to as natural as possible. The medicinal marijuana is the going trend now. It's very popular. There are about 19 states which have legalized medicinal marijuana, and there are about 17 states currently pending. And the idea is this: you can have naturally grown medicine available to you, leave no toxins in your body. Of course, there's a revenue generation aspect of this because we're looking at the potential from permitting to licensing to prescription drugs, because you will need to be specially permitted as a doctor to prescribe medicinal marijuana. And of course, the industry of growing, cultivating medicinal marijuana will also involve much opportunity for employment. The issue of industrial hemp. Many of us have seen hemp products on the shelves, hemp grease, hemp oil, foods, clothing made out of hemp. It's a viable industry. It does not take a lot of acreage. It makes some very strong products as it relates to paper, ropes, clothing, etc. And I believe it's important to have this discussion. Some ask, well, why put it as a referendum? For these issues which are sometimes taboo or controversial issues, it is only fair to put it in front of the people of the Virgin Islands so that they can say yea or nay as to whether or not they are interested in us pursuing legislation going forward. So I'm inviting people to come on out to the hearings on Monday and Tuesday. If you are interested in making testimony, whether orally or in writing, please feel free to call my office at 712-2210 or call Senate President Russell's office to give your name and let them know that you are willing to be a testifier.
The tragic death of the musical artist Messiah has charged the group New Yerushalem to hold an event in his honor. Here are the details.
This Friday night, we're holding an event to Bay, Eat at Bay. That's located on the north side of the island. A group of artists close to Messiah came forth to make music to honor his name and his life and his accomplishments. A lot of us travel from far, but some of his local family, as you can see, the artist Siku and the artist Jar Empress is here, you know. Introduce yourself to our viewers as well. Yeah, and I'm Ty, you know, known as Kingdom 7 I. I come back home to, you know, send my brother away in a blessed way.
Yes, okay. Tell us about what you're doing.
Okay, basically, Messiah was a real great inspiration in the music world. He actually started me off with the whole recording and so forth, and when he passed, I felt like the best thing that we could do is pay tribute to him with an album. He left 6 children to mourn, and in the music business we all know that
we don't have Social Security and so forth to take care of our children. So we decided all of us as artists are going to come together and make an album for him and let the proceeds go towards his children to help them out. And nonstop promotion is going to be recording the album, but they are just donating their time and their recording to us so that we are able to go forward with the CD in memory of Messiah. With that, we have all the artists who are contributing songs to him, and even those who aren't contributing to the album are coming out Friday night at Cane Bay to the family would just like to thank everyone who had contributed in the donation boxes that were left around the island. You guys really helped a lot. And the funeral services, they invite the whole community. Whoever wants to come to the funeral, it's on Sunday, August 12th at Central Seventh-day Adventist Church in Grove. The viewing starts at 9 and the service is at 10, and the interment will be at Kings Hill Cemetery. So anyone who wants to come out to pay their respects to Messiah can also do it in that way.
Yes, well, it's all for Messiah, you know. That's my brother, that's my brethren, and it's all about tribute to Messiah. Make sure everybody you be there or be square, you know. It's all about Messiah. Come out, share support, you know, for a fallen soldier is great and dear to us in our heart, you know, and great with a bright future, you know. And it's just God will. I just have to say it like that because it's too hurting to just mention any more about that, you know. So love, respect to everybody. Just please come out and share support. It's very important to come out and share support. Just be present, you know. Real soldier, me bonify Messiah. Never stop from burning the most high fire. Just like a bird, spread your wings and fly, as the Most High will take you up higher. Yo, me not tell no lie. Real soldier, yes, me bonify Messiah.
And he is gone, but not forgotten. Your Sports 411 is up next.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Now here's Stephen Koo Francis with your Sports 411.
Thanks a lot, Stacy. The playoff in the NBBA Summer League is in full swing. Last night we had the defending champs Hoyas versus Boys Dem. It was game 2 of the semifinals. Boys Dem won by a half-court shot from Terrell Christian on Monday and was looking for the knockout last night. Well, the champs found themselves down 11-21-10. And buckets were not easy to come by. Here, Wilson Ferris told Warren Christian, you got to learn to live with rejection, son. Oh, no. And on the offensive end, Terrell Christian's streak of luck continued from deep, doing some late-night banking. With luck like that, you should play the VA lottery, son. At the half, Boys Dem led 30-23. Third quarter, the champs made a run. Kurt John, the tennis man, scored 6 straight points. And Eddie Castillo Hot Sizzle, 3-point bucket, had them just down by 3. But folks, that's as close as they would get as Boys Dem was clicking on all cylinders. Kareem Jones from deep, nothing but nets. Terrell Christian, thank you very much. Folks, he finished with 17 points and 8 rebounds. And Zamari Swanson, the bucket and the foul. He also had 17 points as Boys Dem swept the champs 71-61 and advanced to the finals. After the game, I spoke to Coach Zora Swanson.
Hey, big win, man. You guys sweep the defending champs. Talk about the win today, man, Coach.
Yeah, man. We needed this win because for sure next week I'm going to be losing some of my guys. So last time we came here and we practiced some defense. So we did not Royals up. I mean, we played them 4 times for the season and we beat them half the
And Coach, you guys won impressively today, man. You guys hustled, beat them on the board, dominate all the hustle points, man. Talk about them.
Yeah, you know the defense makes sense for sure. And the team that play the more defense usually come out with the victor. And that's our game plan, to play defense and take this series.
All right, you're off to the championship run, man. You be the Kings that could be greatest, man?
Well, I would like to play the Kings. Last year, Kings beat me. This year, Kings beat me. They got it 2 up on me, so I would like to play the Kings for the championship. But I'm not the Kings guy that's
In the second game of the night, we had game 1 of the semifinals between first place Kings and second place Guidance. Well, the Kings got off to a quick start thanks to their big man Craig Williams, aka Big Smooth, as he had 6 early points as the Kings led 8-0. That's when Rick Marby decided to join the party. Here he knifes his way in the lane, putting Guidance on the scoreboard. Folks, then he shows off his touch from outside. Oh, that's silky smooth. 5 straight points, had his team down by 3, but the first quarter belonged to the Kings as they just couldn't miss from the outside. And folks, they were also attacking the rim as they scored 27 points in the quarter as they led by 12 points. Second quarter, Guidance went to a full court press, and you know what they say about pressure? Pressure, boss pipe. Jerome Nathan with the steal. He misses, but no problem. Radel Dennis, he got your back, son, as he sticks with it and finally gets it to go. Later, Joffrey Polanco gives Guidance their first lead of the game, 43-40. With 41 seconds to go in the half, the Kings find William. Big Smooth with 2 defenders on him, no problem. Pulls up and drop a huge 3-ball side pocket and draws the foul. Oh, that's big time. That's big time. Tying the game up at 43. However, he missed the free throw, and a pair of free throws from Dennis gave Guidance the lead at the half, 45-43. Second half, it was the Rick Marby show as he tossed the Kings for a game-high 38 points. He also had 5 steals and 3 assists. Here he finds Radel Dennis for the jam. Dennis finished with 16 and 15 as Guidance spanked the Kings 100-77. After the game, I spoke to Coach Bao.
Big victory tonight. You guys came out sluggish in the first half, man. Fell behind by 17 points, but rallied back and blew you guys out, man.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in the first quarter, being that we just came off the series, the quarterfinals with our Lakers, so they had the rest. So it was supposed to be them coming out sluggish, but I gave Coach Pidy Williams the credit. She came out hard with them guys, but I know in the long run we have the guys to really put that pressure on, which we did from the late the second quarter on down to the whole game. We did what we call a run and jump attack, where we pressure the ball, and if that ball handler beats us, somebody else picks him up, and then we pick up there, and so it's a help kind of thing. And that we feel it was a relentless pressure. I mean, the guys were winning, but I think we have the firepower in the guard spot. Of course, Craig was same way. He's always excellent when it comes to this performing. He's great in the outside shot and inside, but I think with that speed factor was a big difference in today's game.
Hey Coach, you definitely put all the pressure on them, and they had no answer, so we definitely gonna see more of that.
Oh well, that's the norm, and I think that might be the norm for the rest of the for the players. As you know, the Great Warriors, they got dethroned in the semis against Boys Them. So whoever comes out of the series will be meeting Boys Them coach Keith Swanson. So that was an excellent job with a young team. I can't say they're too inexperienced because they've been out there for a while, but they're a relatively young team. So hopefully we'll be in the final for another shot at it.
Well, the action continue on Friday at 8 p.m. at the Ronald Charles Gymnasium. Going out and show your support. That's a look at your Sports 401 update. I'm Stephen Francis from News Channel 8. Back to you, Stacy.